Gentlemen, Jim Tracy, Land Use Council for Fairfield Materials. I have 3 quick items this morning. Last week I spoke to you about the PUD's effort at establishing a desalinization program here in the county, and stated my proposition that we do not now, nor will we ever have a water crisis in Washington because of existing technologies. We have only a cheap water crisis. I renew that request to you and support Chief Carter's comments this morning. Draft Shoreline Master Program is in the packet for you to read this morning. I want to give you some quick examples of why this program is not yet ready for prime time, and it's simply because of incompetent drafting. Policy matters are your bailiwick. Reasonable people can disagree on policy. Look at page 813, Industrial Import. It says, industrial import, the policy industrial import development should be compatible with adjacent non-commercial properties. Okay, well there's 2 things wrong with that. Number 1, it's a non-regulatory statement. And the second question is, what does a hearing examiner do with that? When the public comes in and says, this is what the policy says, and the examiner looks at it and it is not a mandatory term, you're asking the examiner to make value judgments based on that kind of a policy. They're riddled throughout the document. Useless as a regulatory document or a decision-making document for a quasi-judicial process. We're not talking about planning commissions now, we're talking about quasi-judicial. Look at page 816 with regard to mining. And by the way, one of the scurrilous and knowingly false rumors that's running around about our request that the peer application be designated as an industrial project of statewide significance is the very fact that there's an implication that the current shoreline master program that's under development might affect the existing fit-to-peer application. That is false. They're vested to the existing shoreline master program. Not only that, the current proposed master program we would still be consistent with, I argue. But be that as it may, it's the kind of message that's being sent to the public. My light's on already. Last point, page 813. Industrial policy is to protect against encroachment of non-compatible development, but no such policies in the mining section. These things are inconsistent, they're non-regulatory, and they really need to be looked at by a drafter and by an attorney, not by a shoreline policy committee. Thank you.